Hello everybody, Tarek37 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords. Restored content mod. Ooh, everyone faded away. Oh, there's Dylan.
That was some intense fighting. I'm glad we both made it through. And the mercenaries.
Yeah, he's alive too. And HK-50 droids? Yup, here they are.
Unnecessary observation. Annoying.
Yes, I know. And I'm just gonna tear you apart. I haven't gotten a chance to test out the lightsaber yet, although I'm about to. Droid processor. Actually, I think. Yeah, no, I got the chassis already, so I think. Alright. Here we go. Alright, quick force heal. Ooh, and force affinity, actually. Plus force point regeneration during combat. That's gonna be helpful. Alright, everybody, back to the Ebon Hawk. We haven't been on here since we departed, so now it is time for this. Where is everybody? Oh, they're all unconscious. Good to know. That means it's time for you. What have you done to the crew? Here we go. Lightsaber time. Force wave. Eh? Oh. Ooh, this is not gonna be good for you. Sorry, Visas. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, you save against that. Don't like that. Don't like it. Ooh. Ooh. Alright. Time. Oh, what did you do to me? Oh, I forgot you did that. I forgot you did that. That's not good. That is not good. Okay. Quick thing first. Advanced med pack. Okay. And now it's time. Okay, heal and then force wave. Ooh, that ain't good for you, Visas. Heal. And okay, one more hit should do it. Okay, unless I do a weak hit. Yes!
My lightsaber. You've destroyed it. I yield, Master. It is as I heard through the Force. My life for yours.
I will not kill you.
You must. The alternative is only another death. And I would rather die by your hands.
I will. Look, you're wounded. Stand. Let me get you to the med bay.
I have nothing to offer you. Your strength is superior. It is as I felt.
Well.
Now I've seen everything. This woman, she's a Miraluka. I didn't think any were left in this part of the galaxy.
What's a Miraluka?
Yeah, they're a pretty secretive race. I heard that some of their kind become Jedi, but a Sith? That's a new one. I'm not sure how you'd go about killing one. It'd be tricky.
Killing one?
Just mentioning it, she looks like she's suffered enough wounds already, even after the beating you gave her.
Is her kind rare?
I heard they had a colony on the Mid-Rim, almost halfway between Onderon and Dantooine. Then, it wasn't there anymore. The whole planet was wiped out. Nothing left alive. No one knows why.
Maybe she knows.
Well, it was a planet of her people. If they see through the Force, who knows? If they're all Force sensitive, maybe they all saw something through the Force that we can't see, and they left before it happened. Or maybe it killed them.
See through the Force?
They claim to see on a higher plane than we do. You know, the whole Force thing makes me nervous.
Is she gonna be alright?
Well, some of her wounds are pretty bad. Looks like she was already carrying her share of scars, though. I think she'll recover, yeah.
If her condition changes, let me know. I didn't want to hurt her.
She is a threat to us.
I won't harm her if that's what you're asking.
I am not asking that she be harmed or interrogated, but she is of the Sith, and she has attacked us once. She should not be allowed to walk freely on the ship.
Yeah, this was if you get back on the ship earlier, you can get a lightsaber part from Visas faster. Or you just get a new lightsaber. Yeah, so that basically you can get a lightsaber faster by leaving the ship, getting back on board the ship, fighting Visas, and then you get a lightsaber part, and then you go along the main story wherever you happen to get the next lightsaber part, you get it from her. Wherever, and you get another lightsaber part from wherever the main story takes you on whatever planet you decided to go to next. Otherwise, you can go through the story and then have an actual lightsaber duel with her. I prefer that method. Hi.
Yes,
What are you doing?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
Can you teach me some fighting moves?
Training is something reserved for certain caste members of the Echani, but I do not see the harm in instructing you in some basic principles. I do not understand how you and Atris fight, but I will instruct you on how Echani children are raised on warfare.
Seems good a place as any to begin.
All Echani fighting principles rely on foundations. If one does not understand the most basic of fighting moves, it is not possible to understand the higher tiers.
Makes
It is
sense.
similar to learning the alphabet of a language before being able to use words, then sentences.
I understand. I am ready.
As a foundation, I will instruct you in our elementary movements. The body itself is the first weapon you must master. It is not something that can be described. Let us duel, you and I, and that shall teach you more than my words can. Use only your hands and feet to strike at me, nothing else, or our combat shall be over. Do not resort to using any items or any force techniques you may possess. Such things will obstruct learning.
Alright. No force powers, weapons, or items.
Very well. I shall match my
Oh.
movements to resist your efforts. And do not hold back, or I will hurt you.
That was very quick. Alright. And spam flurry, because that's the only thing oh, okay, that's cheating. That is freaking cheating, Brianna. You and I both know that that was a cheap move. Oh god, I'm not built for combat. I am built for talking. Stop
You
ducking.
fought well, but you announce your motions before attacking, sometimes quite loudly. Take as long as you need to recover, and if you wish, we shall fight again.
I'd like to try
Very
again.
well. Let us duel again.
Alright, this time
As a
no flurry.
foundation, I will instruct
Yeah.
you.
Alright.
Very well.
Alright, so this time, no fancy stuff, just punches and kicks. Because the flurry, you're doing multiple attacks, but you're dropping your defense. But she still hits like a freaking truck. But at least I have a better chance of blocking. Stop ducking when she does that. I'm not going to be able to beat her. She's too good.
This will teach you.
Oh.
You fought well.
Yeah. Alright. It's difficult to hurt you.
Of course. I do not wish to be hurt. If you wish to hurt me, then you must try.
You know what? I'll try it again.
As a foundation, it is not something you.
Alright, blah blah blah. Alright, and I'm gonna try again. What do I got that could be at all better? Honestly, I think I might have been doing better with this. Because at least I can block every once in a while. I really wish I'd stop ducking when she does that. I always hate when I do that because it's very obviously telegraphed. Okay. Alright, I'm not going to do this again.
You fought well.
Alright. Never mind. I'll be going. Yeah, and I'm going to re-equip my armor and stuff because... Okay, where is it? Where's my advisor armor? There we go. I'm getting back my lightsaber. And I should... Actually, no. There's something that I think I can do?
Yes?
Could you put some clothes on?
I fail to understand the problem. I had heard the Corward systems had customs concerning modesty. But when training, such customs are not practical or efficient.
I disagree. If you don't train while encumbered, you're crippling yourself.
I can see no fault in your reasoning. I do have bulkier clothes. Will this do?
Those look like Jedi robes.
They suffice for training purposes. They belong to my mother.
Who was she?
She was the one my father followed to war. She was a Jedi. These are her robes. I have not worn them since they came into my possession. They are the only thing of her that I possess.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss.
I think you misunderstand. I have no feelings concerning her at all. There is only curiosity. I never knew her. There is no absence of presence when there was nothing there to begin with. I miss only that I never knew her at all, and what it was about her that caused my father to follow her to war.
Well, other
You may
questions
ask.
then. Never mind, I'll be going. Light side points. Okay. T3! Okay, maybe some advanced maintenance is in order. Alright, unlock side panel. Yeah! Those upgrades should be good to go. Alright, +1. No, I'm fine, because I just got caught up in my work. Alright, other questions? I think I've already done the how did you get here T3. I might be able to upgrade your memory core? I doubt it. Yeah, oops, must have crossed circuit. I'll try again when I've trained my skills a bit more. But hey, more of that. Alright, Beodor, can I talk to you?
Having you here has an effect on me, General. I never noticed it years ago. I think my mind was too occupied then.
It's good to hear I'm having a positive effect.
I feel calm, more in control. The anger is still there, but I can feel it drifting away. The last years of my life have been defined by it. The Mandalorians, Zerka, and Revan. And above all else, myself, for Malachor.
What about me for giving the order?
Never, General. It had to be done. My hands destroyed the Mandalorians. I cannot be forgiven for that.
Ula Keldroma can be forgiven for waging war against the Republic. You can be forgiven for saving it.
Even if I did it out of hatred of the Mandalorians?
You did it to save us, to protect us from death.
That might be the truth, but I don't want to see it that way. I can't just ignore the blood on my hands.
You've dwelled in the past for too long. You can't undo history, but you can change the future.
Even if there isn't, I still feel like I need to do something to make up for it.
Learn the ways of the Force. I could teach you, but you must let go of your anger or else it will destroy you, and you will fall.
Under your guidance, I feel like I could overcome my anger.
Then we have no time to waste. Ooh, okay. I forgot that was... Yeah, that's how you train as a Jedi. You start punching people in the face. Oh! Where'd you get the lightsaber parts? Ooh, are we doing the freaking... Oh, we're doing it! That's not the right way to block. Like, you're trying to block a light... You're moving like you're trying to block a lightsaber, not like you're trying to deflect a blaster bolt. There's a difference. Yes! Hodor, he's a Jedi now! Jedi get. Yeah. Oh, time to talk to Visas.
My life for yours.
Are you alright?
I am able to serve. If we enter battle, I will fight and die alongside you.
Oh, that's not what I asked. I asked if you were alright.
I have not heard that question in some time. My flesh is healed, if that's the answer you seek.
I didn't mean to hurt you.
I know. And I fear that others will see the mercy in your actions, and in my survival, and use it as a weapon to do you greater harm.
How did you find me?
I felt you, heard you through the Force. It was like a sound at the edge of hearing. And when I heard it, I found I could not ignore it.
Who sent you?
I serve my master. I am an emissary, a scout. My master was aware of a disturbance in the Force, but was unaware of its nature, of you. The disturbance is not something one feels from a living thing. There is little my master does not know, and that you eluded his sight for so long is significant. But I do not know why.
I need to know where I can find your master.
You cannot. His vessel roams the borders of known space, and even I do not know where he travels. Until he calls for me. Even if I could lead you to my master, I cannot permit you to find him until you are ready.
Ready?
If I bring you before my master untested, without your potential realized, then you will be lost to me, and I cannot allow that to happen. It would be as if one brought fire to a paradise valley, shattered a cavern of rare crystal, or blinded a painter.
My life is unimportant. Your master threatens more than just me.
I cannot, I will not. I would die first, and gladly, to preserve you, untouched, unharmed. Now that I have found you, I cannot sacrifice what I have found.
If he's hiding behind... If he is behind what has befallen the Jedi, then he must be stopped.
You will meet my master. It is inevitable. I have seen it. And when you stand before him and realize what you face, you must be prepared. Until then, I must protect you, help you, until you are ready.
Why are you doing this for me?
There's a greatness in you. A greatness that does not stem from the Force. It stems from who you are. And if my master does not understand you, cannot see you, then perhaps there is hope for us all. But if you seek to survive, then you must understand why this is so.
If your master has trouble detecting me, how are you able to do it?
There is much I see my master cannot. I fear it is because of my nature, the nature of my race. My people spend their lives seeing the galaxy, the energy streaming off stars, the growth of life, all things touched by the Force.
Where are your people, your world, now?
It is not a subject which I have spoken of since its destruction.
How was it destroyed?
The planet was not destroyed. It remains. It orbits, dead in space. But nothing lives on its surface. It echoes, but there's no one left to hear it.
Your home world was destroyed. How did you survive?
I am not certain I did. I was there when the planet died. To see everything around you extinguished, it was as if I was blinded. It was as if the Force had been bled from the world.
As if everything suddenly went silent.
I imagine there are worse deaths, worse pain. But if there are, I do not know them. I was the only living thing remaining on the planet of KOTOR. And my life, my agony, was a flicker in the darkness that was the planet. All that I had been connected to had been severed.
You were the only survivor?
Yes, but it was not survival. I still wonder what would have happened if I had died with the others. If perhaps there would have been some way to hide my presence from the galaxy. If only I had not felt that pain, that loss, as strongly as I did. But it could not be done. When the life was bled from the planet, and yet somehow I remained, my master came for me. He walked upon the surface of my dead world, and there, lying in the bodies of my race, he took me for his own, and he made me see. And for the first time, I saw the galaxy, and I wished to die.
He made you see?
To this galaxy, my world, absent the currents and spectrums of the Force, was nothing but crude matter, rock, flesh, emptiness. He showed the flickering of life on other planets. The mass of beings that swarm through the empty places of the galaxy. To see such creatures, disconnected from themselves, their world, their place in it, unable to see the currents and how they affected everything around them.
Why did your master show you this?
He showed me to make me believe in his cause. He convinced me the galaxy, all life, must die. He fed upon its ugliness, its screaming, and in its place, he left silence. And where there was chaos, he brought stillness and order.
Sounds like a sorcerer of Rand, not a Sith. I don't understand. It would have taken several Republic cruisers to destroy the surface of KOTOR.
It was not a thing done with machines or weapons. The Force is far more terrible, and it touches more lives than any machine can hope to slay. For everyone that feels the Force, strongly, deeply, each one feels and perceives it in their own way. You have strengths, whether you know it or not. And my master has his. His power is great, and it comes from hunger. He is a wound in the Force, more presence than flesh. And in his wake, life dies, sacrificing itself to his hunger. And those who feel the Force strongly are beacons to his hunger. My people, my planet, would have been attacked in time. It was inevitable. Yet we could do nothing about it.
Why did he destroy KOTOR?
The Jedi, the last council of the Jedi, came to our world to meet in secret. They hoped that perhaps among our people, they could achieve the clarity to see what was striking them from the darkness of the galaxy. They succeeded, but only in bringing him from the outer regions. And KOTOR, with my kind, with the Jedi upon its surface, could no longer be ignored. And my people died, and the Jedi died, and there was no one left, only me.
Why did the Jedi meet on KOTOR?
They hoped to see the threat that had been stalking them, and they did. But they were unprepared for the magnitude of the threat.
He attacked it because the Jedi had gone there?
He cannot deny his hunger for long. And any gathering of Jedi is something he cannot long resist. And now that the Jedi are vanishing, I do not know what will happen. Perhaps he will grow strong enough to eradicate all life, merely with his presence.
Or it may starve him, make him more desperate.
I do not understand what you mean.
Just thinking out loud. Why'd they meet on KOTOR
They
again?
hoped to see the threat that had been...
Yeah. Had other
I
questions.
will answer what I can.
Was your master the one sent to Paragus?
I am not familiar with the place you speak of. My master has not entered Republic space for some time, but there are others who may move more freely, who may have been responsible for such an act of destruction.
What do you mean?
There are many factions within the Sith, all seeking to take what little remains in the wake of the Jedi Civil War. Where one moves, it is not always known to the others. But their purpose is the same: the death of all Jedi, everywhere. They believe you are the last of the Jedi, and their hatred of the Jedi unites them. All their eyes are upon you, and it is a terrible, quiet darkness that pursues you. I will answer what I can.
Let's see. Was your master behind the destruction of Paragus? I think that's basically the same
My
question.
master did not cause the end of the planet you speak of. There are many factions within the Sith.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Where
the same
one moves,
question.
they believe.
Other
I will answer.
questions? I've heard your species is blind. How are you able to see?
My people once had the power to perceive events, to see through the Force. That sight may manifest itself in many ways, and at times, I may affect the abilities of others to see as well.
You sound as if that sight is lost to you.
My sight has been damaged. What I have taught you, it is not the full extent of the perceptions of my people.
Visas has a limited ability to see the Force. She has Force Sight in first-person mode and can also use it as a Force power by spending Force points.
My master, when he showed me my world, showed it to me as it is. It hurt. And since that moment, it has been difficult to perceive the Force as I once did. But after traveling with you, I feel that perhaps there was a gift in it, hidden beneath the pain.
One endures, it gives hope to others and themselves. Also, we have not traveled together. We have not left the planet.
Only when one suffers do certain truths become evident, both of the galaxy and of the self. And I feel you are an example of this.
How do you see through the Force?
If you wish to know, perhaps it is possible to show another what my people see, what I see. First, you must close your eyes. The surface of the ship, its sights, will only be a distraction. Now, in your mind, reach out. Listen for my breathing. Do not focus on the sound, but the life behind it. Imagine its energy, its texture, in tandem with the breathing. And then in your mind, step back from the image and see what remains. There. It is not as difficult as I thought. You learn quickly.
Yay! Bonus Force points and Force Sight. This allows you to perceive the alignment of others and see through some obstacles to the threats beyond.
It will take effort to maintain such sight, but you now have that power. And with it, you can use it to see life around you in a different way, as I used to see it.
Alright, I'll be going now.
Forgive me, but before you go, I must ask. Why do you do this? Why do you seek to help me? Teach me?
Because I believe you can be saved.
You must not do this. I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me.
To help another is not weakness. It is strength to them both.
So you say. But it is not something I have observed or seen.
What do you mean?
I remember little of my homeworld before I entered my master's service. It is not as it was. There is little left of such memories. Or the planet itself.
And
It is not a sub.
here we
It was
go.
for his I will.
Alright, that's it. Yay! And let's see if I can. Force Sight. Blue. Everything else turns gray, and then the alignments turn blue. He is blue. She is not as deep of a blue. Kreia will be gray, and gray she shall remain forever, because she doesn't like what you do. Atten, how blue are you? About as blue as the Handmaiden. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna end this episode here before we have to deal with... Oh, hey, T3, can I see you through the Force? No. I mean, I guess that makes sense since he's a droid and droids aren't living things, so living things don't have that kind of a presence. Please, Kreia, don't. Okay. I'm going to end this recording here before I talk to Kreia. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye.